Fire season may be over across much of Oregon, but it still persists in the southwest part of the state. And KEZI 9 News reporter Albert James spoke with the team that helps coordinate firefighter response and shows us how they're managing this historic season in tonight's Fire Watch coverage.
The Northwest Interagency Coordination Center in Portland helps manage firefighting resources across fires in Oregon and Washington. They say firefighters are still on active fire lines in Central Oregon, and while much further growth is much less likely, firefighting resources have become limited as fire season has continued into the fall.
Many of them are private contractors, and they go off contract in the fall. Many are students. Firefighters are students. They go back to school in the fall. And so our range of selection becomes more narrow.
John Saltenberger is a fire weather program manager with the NWCC. He says resources were limited nationwide throughout this year's fire season, with a historic 1.9 million acres of land burned in Oregon alone. The season isn't over statewide, as ODF reports their Southwest Oregon, Klamath Lake, and Walker Range districts are still in fire season. The NWCC says it's still able to get the resources to the fire still burning, but the weather has not relented.
What's inhibiting our ability is just the drought that we've seen in Central Oregon and in Central Washington. We just haven't had a really strong dousing rain or heavy snow that'll put the fire season to bed. We haven't had it yet. It's been hit and miss, some precipitation, cooler days, higher humidity, but not the knockout blow that we would like to see to really put this fire season to bed.
But Saltenberger says rains forecasted over the next few days will make a big difference in closing out the season.
Cooler temperatures and successive waves of moisture will gradually tamp down the fire danger even more, even in Central Oregon, such that I suspect that our fire problems will largely be in the rearview mirror, so to speak, by the end of the next 7 days or so. At least that's my hope.
Saltenberger says with rainfall comes a risk for landslides in areas where fire previously burned. Coming up on KEZI 9 News 5, hear why he says that risk exists and what he thinks will come of this weekend's forecasted heavy rain. Reporting in studio, Albert James, KEZI 9 News.